Good morning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Sonoran Desert. We're here for the Javalina Jundred. The day in the life with Donovan Jenkins as he runs his first 100-miler.
My name's Donovan Jenkins. I'm from Montana originally. My sport of choice is ultra running. I think ultras are mental. I mean, you're running 4 marathons in a row. So after the first marathon, it's in your head, like you're hurting, obviously. No matter what you do, you're gonna be hurting. A year ago, a 100-miler wasn't a possibility, and I think it's definitely possible now. You never know what can happen. Like, I heard this race has a 50% dropout rate. It's possible that I won't make it, but I feel confident that I'm ready. Yeah, I'm trying to get my drop bag ready. So I'm just trying to figure out what I need out there. Like a hat if it gets cold. Some candy, chocolate-covered savi seeds, in case I get a little chafing. I'm nervous about a lot of it. I've never ran that far. I don't know what it's gonna be like. I haven't really spent much time running at night. I've heard stories of people who, mile 70, what am I doing this for? Why am I out here? You can just sit down or quit. I'm nervous about getting to a point where I just lose motivation for this event. It's gonna be hard.
So for your first 100-miler, you don't want to go out too fast. You want to make sure you eat and drink, stay hydrated. So go out slower than you would normally go out.
Yeah.
So that way the second half, you'll have the legs to be able to run and maybe really push a lot.
It's no turning back.
3, 2, 1.
I got into ultra running after I got out of the military. When I was in the military, we were forced to run all the time, but I never really enjoyed it. It was just kind of something I had to do. I found out about trail running. I just thought it was crazy that people would like run 100 miles through the mountains. That's something like I really thought was cool. I started training for marathons and 50Ks and 50 milers, and yeah. Now I consider myself an ultra runner, I guess.
Amazing.
Been doing it enough. Put this in the pocket?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it's going a little faster than I wanted to, but
I got it.
still feel good. I joined the military in a year out of high school in 2001. 9/11 happened like 3 days before basic training graduation. In 2003, when we went the start of the Iraq War, that's like I went to Iraq with them. I did 2 tours in Iraq, and the first one was about 9 months long. And then I went back again for another, I think, 7 months. I was an infantry soldier, so.
What does that mean? What is it?
My job is to carry a machine gun. Some people are cooks in the Army, some people work on computers or drive trucks, and mine was to shoot a gun, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Welcome to Choya Gardens, pal.
All right, Donovan, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah? Been eating enough?
Yeah.
What have you been eating?
We had bean burritos at the last class.
They have them here too.
Oh, I'll have a couple more.
Races like the Javalina Jundred have aid stations every 2 to 5 miles filled with all types of food for runners, a lot of which is vegan. There's fruit, there's potatoes and salt, there's peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and this one's interesting. They even have refried beans on tortillas rolled and cut up for the runners. So a lot of these runners, whether vegan or not, are eating mostly vegan foods.
I mean, if they go on this side, it's all natural. Watermelon, avocados, of course, banana and oranges seem to be the most popular. But then they go into the potato and dump it into the salt.
This is the crap that I
And
would
they
never
tend to go
touch.
for this area here. They tend to go for
And
the,
you know, it's simple sugars.
the worms.
Do people actually eat those?
Oh, yes, by the handful.
It's avocados. I've never tried them, but
And you
apparently
feel
they're
right.
pretty popular.
They're really high in fat.
Yes.
So per calorie, an avocado has way more calories than say the bananas and the fruit. Yeah, very much so.
65 more miles. Well, when I got out of the Army, I kind of had a hard time readjusting because I'd spent so much time, you know, in that environment where you basically, you're out there looking, you're trained to shoot people if you have to, and basically dehumanize them and not think of them as a person with a family and stuff. I had a couple experiences in the military where I was forced to realize that, you know, these people that were fighting have families and, you know, they're people. I got back and I just kind of had a hard time readjusting, and I had a lot of like guilt and depression. It really made me think about my life and my choices and my values. I mean, it didn't lead to veganism initially, but I started questioning what I was doing, and I think it opened the door. And then like, a little bit later when I heard about it, it's like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense. Like, why would I want to kill and eat something that has a family? Well, since I've become vegan, my life has changed, obviously. Like the vegan community here in LA especially is really cool. Like ultra runners, cyclists, you know, a lot of friends who are interested in similar things. I feel like I've gotten a lot healthier. My fitness hasn't been hurt at all. If anything, I'm in the best shape of my life right now.
Well, Donovan was behind him. Here comes Donovan. Come on, Donovan, good job.
Good job.
Dad says good job.
Thanks.
I said back to camp here.
You're doing really well. Really well.
Next lap's gonna be hard.
Yeah, it's hard for everyone. Yeah.
Where do you hurt the most, Dad wants to know?
Did you want a picture?
My
No, I
knees,
want a picture with my camera.
my thighs,
Eyes.
my stomach, my head.
Everywhere.
So it is now 6:30. Donovan has been running here at the Javalina 100 for 12 and a half hours. He's about 60 miles in. He's out on his 5th lap. When he comes back, he'll have run 75 miles. I'm gonna go out and pace him, which means I try to keep him moving as quickly as possible. And quickly is still only about 12-minute miles.
Hey.
How you doing?
I hurt.
How do you feel? Are you okay?
I hurt all over.
You're hurting all over?
Burrito coffee.
And sitting down.
Yeah.
Here, if you want some hot coffee, it's there.
You okay?
No.
Anything you want when you get back?
I don't know. A massage in the shower.
But I'll do everything I can to keep him moving forward. Hey, let's run to that aid station. Oh, why don't we try to run to that cactus? Just anything to keep him focused.
His dad's texting me. What time is it? 2:37 in the morning. Wondering updates. Everybody's wanting updates. Everybody's worried. And we wish we could take the pain away.
When you're out there, 17 hours into it, is it really worth it? Your whole body hurts. You're like, I could be at home sleeping. Hypothermia.
We were like doing really well. We were running everything but the hills. Almost more than halfway, and then his legs started to get tight, and we started to walk a little bit, and he's like, oh, I don't feel well, I'm totally nauseous, and then it just started downpouring, and we were freezing.
That was like the hardest 4.5 hours of my life.
Oh my god. Last half wow.
When it got really low, really fast, right?
Yeah.
It was such a domino.
We couldn't even walk straight. I was shivering and
Oh my god.
kept falling off the trail.
Lucky it didn't.
Alright.
All right,
You guys need anything?
let's go.
Guys,
Do you have food with you, Matt?
Do it.
Yeah, actually a banana, a bar, and a gel.
Okay. You're set. Donovan, do you need anything before you go?
I think I'm good.
You're a 100-mile man.
Almost.
Oh, I thought he looked okay, but it sounded like he looked really bad earlier. I think he got at the last aid station. Sounded like he spent a long time there and got dried up, and so that was a good thing because they came in looking pretty good.
If I had to say, give any advice to myself, don't quit. Suck it up and, you know, shut up legs. Get through it. Thanks for all your help.
Awesome.
Matt, did you know you're gonna run a marathon today?
Yeah, right? I'm not ready for that. The farthest I've run in 6 months is 7 miles. I was hurting, but I'm like, can't say anything, can't say anything. I kicked a rock and I'm like, ah! Don't say anything, don't say anything.
Smash little part go. Oh, you still did it in under 24 hours?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Those last 10 miles, man, we were hustling. I was working hard just to keep up with him, and he'd already run almost 100 miles. It's really amazing. So thank you, Donovan, and thank you everyone at Javalina Jundred for the experience. It's been phenomenal. Now I'm gonna go sleep.
100 miles without taking my shoes off, changing my socks. And they were wet. It's bound to happen. When it rained, I got like super cold. And I didn't think I was gonna make it. I did it. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Especially Matt, my spotter.